Welcome to my YouTube channel, Gory Giggles. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gory Giggles. Sarah never imagined that her ex-boyfriend Greg would remain a fixture in her life after his untimely death. Nevertheless, his ghostly presence was as real as the pounding in her eardrums each time he tried to help her by scaring away prospective dates. Seated at her kitchen table with a cup of coffee, Sarah was caught in yet another argument with the apparition across from her. "For the last time, Greg, it is not your job to play specter security around my love life," Sarah said, exasperated. Greg floated above the chair, his ectoplasmic form shimmering subtly. "I just want what's best for you, Sarah," he replied, a touch of sincerity buried under layers of jealousy. "What's best would be you vanishing for at least 30 minutes when I have company," Sarah retorted. Their banter was interrupted by the spontaneous entry of Lucy, Sarah's best friend, who did not need knocking since she and Sarah had known each other since kindergarten. "Oh boy, is the Casparner still here?" Lucy quipped, glancing at Greg while pulling a chair next to Sarah. Sarah groaned, mouthing a silent apology to Lucy for the ongoing chaos, just as the kitchen lights flickered ominously. "Did you touch the lights, Greg?" she asked suspiciously. But it wasn't Greg. A new, ghostly presence swept through the room. Trailing sequins and laughter, part ethereal brilliance, part chaotic delight, Evelyn, the latest specter in town, had arrived. "Darling, I couldn't help but overhear," Evelyn cooed, her voice as smooth as velvet. "You're simply too dazzling to spend eternity sulking over just one soul," she said to Greg with flirtatious mischief in her eyes. Greg, usually patently oblivious to anyone aside from Sarah, found himself perplexed by Evelyn's charm. Sarah watched, realizing Evelyn could be a perfect distraction. Meanwhile, Lucy remained amused by the spectral soap opera unfolding before her. With Evelyn and Greg now tangled in a web of ghostly flirtation, Sarah seized the opportunity to consult Sammy. Sammy the Reluctant, which had recently added ghost relationship therapy to her list of magical services. Her bookish shop, sandwiched between a deli and a fortune teller, was as eclectic as Sammy's solutions. Sammy mused as she rifled through a particularly ancient tome of ghostly guides. A rivalry with a dash of affection could be just what we need to keep Greg preoccupied. "And it seems Evelyn has it all covered," she concluded dryly. The ghostly rivalry grew into a comedic haunting battle when Evelyn and Greg attempted to outdo each other's spooks. Evelyn's charm combined with Greg's awkwardness made for scenes comically bizarre enough to draw the attention of Officer Barry Blunder. Officer Barry Blunder's arrival invariably caught Sarah in absurdly embarrassing situations, as if things weren't surreal enough. Evelyn took delight in scaring away Sarah's new date, leaving Sarah fuming and Greg scratching his ghostly head in confusion. "Scared him off for fun," Evelyn said, perching gracefully on the edge of the couch, her voice laced with mock innocence. Greg found himself drawn to Evelyn's impish antics. "You know," he mused aloud to Sarah when things settled, "the afterlife is surprisingly interesting with Evelyn around." Sarah watched the pair of ghosts, once so cumbersome and now bizarrely charming. In a twisted way, this could be her chance at a life less haunted. Greg and Evelyn floated off, bickering amiably, delighted by their spectral escapades. As Sarah retreated to her favorite cafe for consolation coffee, Vinny the vampire barista was ready with his trademark sarcasm. "Looks like the love story of the millennium is unfolding right here," Vinny teased, sliding her steaming cup across the counter. "Oh, Vinny," Sarah sighed, grateful for the oddball world she'd become part of, with specters and witches and a healthy dose of comedic flair. Perhaps all that ghostly nonsense wasn't so bad after all. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this episode. Don't forget like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gory Giggles.